Hello everyone, today Void Interactive had just released a patch preview for the CS gas fixes. Now, this video is out now as a short on Void Interactive's YouTube channel. I will be linking that down below. It shows a couple things, increasing the CS gas radius from the launcher, which is specifically the one for the primary weapon slot, which was initially, it was a terrible radius size on it and it was just completely ineffective. They're also adding it so suspects can actually react to CS gas properly, because apparently on the higher difficulties especially, they were not reacting as much and they weren't really getting the effect that they were supposed to be getting. Also, there's also going to be a higher CS morale impact on higher difficulties as well. So that means that morale simply is just basically their ability to fight back. Basically, when their morale is super low, they'll either surrender or do other types of activities like run away, all these kind of things. So those things are apparently just fixed. And now if you see in the video of the preview for this gas patch, that you can actually see it does appear that the gas radius is slightly bigger. It also appears that it makes the suspects run away and stop firing and run to cover, which a lot of the time they would do that, but they would remain active and continue shooting. Obviously, there are a bunch of other fixes along with this patch. Obviously, it did say it's coming soon in the video that you will watch in the description below. I'm super excited for this. Hopefully you guys are excited for this too. Hopefully this does improve and fix a lot of things. It also listed a few things that it was fixing as well for this patch. Keybinds not saving correctly upon changing them. Region selector being present when hosting friends only lobbies. Audio related memory leaks. Civilians not always getting auto arrested when reaching the player's spawn after commanding them to move to the exit. So if you don't know what that is, it's simply whenever you would look at a civilian, you'd press middle mouse button or whatever it is on console. You would press 5, move to exit, the civilian would get up, run to the exit, and then they would basically auto arrest, so you didn't have to go through the animation of arresting them manually. Now, if that's fixed, that's going to be awesome and a big game changer for completing maps much quicker. And it's going to make a lot of things a lot easier, since you're not always going to have to be hands tied up with trying to secure civilians all the time. It's going to make things a lot easier. So that's going to be a really awesome fix. Also, blue team sometimes executing red's queued commands and vice versa. I'm not sure if I think I may have come across that bug a couple times with the AI. I'm glad that these fixes are coming. It says over 200 fixes. A lot of those ones I just listed are pretty great fixes for the game and will make the game much more playable in a lot of ways. I'm very excited. Tell me what you guys think. Hopefully, Void Interactive fixes a lot of other bugs without putting more in. All I know is that I am super excited to start using gas again. Once this bug where CS gas or whatever it was before wasn't working, it really did ruin the functionality of the gas grenade, making it pretty much unusable in really high functionality. It did have certain types of functions, but those functions were very few and far in between. And although you could try to do something clever with the gas grenades, a lot of the time it was just super logical to just, well, of course, just throw a flashbang, or of course just throw a stinger, because the effectiveness is going to be 100 times better than anything that you could do with gas grenades. Also, they're very slow to deploy. So hopefully, now the gas preview doesn't really show too much, but it does show when those gas grenades are being deployed. It does show those suspects being affected, running away, at least they're shooting, and it really does make it a much more playable, well-rounded game, especially since a lot of the time the flexibility was simply just having a stinger or a flashbang. Now, while those things do have their uses, they kind of got a little bit dry, especially for me. I don't know if this was kind of the case with you guys, but whenever I was using gas grenade back in the day, if you guys have ever played before when the gas was actually working, it was really fun to use. It felt powerful. It felt you had a reason to put a gas mask on, and now again you do. So I'm super excited for this patch, super happy about this. Hopefully there is more to come with this patch. I'd love to see a lot more things. Hopefully the multi-attachment weapon system will be coming with this. I assume they are doing it in one solid patch. I don't really know otherwise, but it would be really awesome to see those weapon attachments. If you haven't seen those weapon attachments, They are in patch notes for Ready or Not. You just got to scroll down. I also have a video talking about it if you want to take a go look at that. And a lot of this stuff really is going to improve Ready or Not and the gameplay. And I'm just super excited for this kind of thing. I am going to make a little announcement here. I am planning to be streaming on YouTube. This is the plan, assuming everything does not mess up and everything goes well. If I am able to stream, I'm going to be streaming the patch whenever that comes out with the multi-attachment, and if there's maybe a gas patch before, I'll be streaming that to test out and try out all these things. If you guys want to come check it out, you just got to go to my channel, click the live function, and just pop in and say hello. I'd love to see and talk with some of you guys. It's I'm super excited to start streaming. It's probably not going to be anything too crazy. I'm probably just going to play with some randoms, maybe, you know, make a viewer challenge if there's enough people watching. Maybe make a gas only challenge or something. The radiuses do look slightly bigger in the clip. It's really hard to tell. It does look kind of similar size, but as long as it's the effectiveness of the gas grenade is improved, I'm generally going to be pretty happy about it. It's sad that something so small is going to be so interesting to me, but you know, it is what it is. And I do love this game. I do want this game to succeed. I really do want more for this game. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you guys are excited for the gas grenade update, if you guys are excited for the multi-attachment system, and what else do you think Ready or Not needs for this game to succeed? Do you think they should have a PvP mode? Do you think they should have more weapons, more maps? Maybe like a map creator that's easy to make, kind of like a forge mode if you've ever played Halo, where you kind of pop into a different custom mode. You can use the assets from the game and the characters, and then you can model their aggressiveness and their kind of playstyle or movement. Maybe you can select like pathing for them and certain behaviors, kind of just pre-modeled to whatever it is. I think that would be really awesome and increase the longevity of the game, because being able to make maps and have these fun little like designs of maps, I know people have been doing that in modding as well, but I think it'd be really cool to make it more accessible for everybody, more accessible to make a kind of player-made map much easier without any struggling, and have it so, obviously, because I do hear that some things need to be kept up to date with mods. I don't really use mods, but I'd love to see some type of like custom games related kind of function in Ready or Not. I think that would be really awesome. I think it would add a lot to the game, and a lot of replayability, of course. And of course, you could always just like make maps for your friends, and not to mention, it would make it really easy to test stuff for me. So that would be another nice test for certain things. I am still planning on creating a video about the armor types. I might like hold off on it a little bit. I do want it to be done correctly. So far I have been just testing out like roughly like running up to a suspect, having them shoot me, kind of testing. And I did like, you know, multiple iterations of this, and just kind of seeing like the visual of how it looks and how it feels to wear this armor and how it really functions. I have been playing Ready or Not for a super long time, and also I am talking about like anecdotal stuff really when it comes to these armor types. So when it comes to making that video, I might want to be just a little bit more thorough on it before I release it. Most of it is already done. I am looking forward to getting that out and letting everybody know like the little small details about certain armor that most people maybe don't know. I think most people by now should know the majority of the things that are related to the armor for Ready or Not, but as I said, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted, and if you guys are interested in checking out more of my updates, and even I do polls on my community kind of area. So if you just click on my YouTube channel, all you have to do is basically you just go to the YouTube channel. It'll say visit community. You just click on that. Very simple. It'll show you the posts that I've recently been posting. I try to keep up with updates. If I'm making a video, I'll kind of try to do a little preview of the video. I will also try to do polls. So last one I did was, what difficulty do you play on the most? And a lot of people seem to be primarily currently just playing on standard at 61% and hard at 32%, and then a 7% casual player base. Now, if you guys want to participate in these small little polls and kind of give your opinion with a comment or whatever it is, check it out. Visit that community. Let me know what you guys think about certain things. I do try to stay active with the posts. If I'm not making videos, I am making posts. But that is going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Tell me if you guys are excited about the patch coming out. I definitely know I am. Been a long time coming. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later, and not a couple weeks more. But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.